You're live. I am live. Good evening. I'm live. Okay, okay. Good evening. Let's join in. What's happening? Okay. Good evening and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Coach Vivian Ikechi. I am the CEO of 9 to 5 Solution Hubs. If you can hear me, please drop on the chat 111. Tonight, I want to teach us on how we can start up conversations in the DM to turn strangers into paying customer. How to start up conversation in the DM so that we can turn strangers into paying customer. So this training is basically for anyone who is into the network marketing industry. If you are an entrepreneur using a leverage system of the network marketing industry, this training is for you. I soon discovered that a lot of network marketers don't really know how to start up conversation in the DM. They rather go to the internet and they shout, come and buy, come and buy. Join my business, join my business. They post about their products from morning till night and wonder why people don't buy. So today, I am here to show you how you can start up a conversation with a total stranger who maybe have connected to your post and then turn the person into a business builder. Lucy, you're welcome. Good to have you. So we're going to be very, very quick, okay? Remember what I said in our groups, that the goal of every business is conversational. Every business starts and ends with a conversation. So one of the basic skills you should learn is communication. Okay, if you can hear me, type communication on the chat box. One of the skills you should learn is communication, because every business starts and ends with a conversation. So when you go out there on the social media to look for your ideal audience, at least by now you should have known how to identify your customer avatar, right? Who you are serving, their problems you're solving, and then what you're using to solve the problem. So you should have known this particular person, who he is. Like for me, I am dealing with the 9 to 5 workers who are trying to move into the entrepreneurship era. Okay, so I know their problems because I was once there. I know their pains. I know those things that keeps them awake at night. So I put out my post in order to address those pain points, in order to teach them that there is a better way other than what they think they have. So when I put out those type of content, I am expected to attract them because I'm talking to their pain points. So this post will make them maybe react to your post, maybe a like, a love, a comment, or a share. Okay, it could be them showing live, coming on live. Okay, it could be them coming on live to join you in your conversation. That's when you know that, oh, this person is my ID client. So anytime you put out any content on the social media, the goal of that content is to garner conversation, for you to have an interaction with your ID client. Now that's where a lot of people mix out, right? Some network marketers see those comments, those like and share, and they do nothing about it. Maybe they are waiting for the customer to slide into their DM and say, I want to buy your product, or I want to join your business. Yes, if you have done your job very well, they will come. But if you have not done your job very well, they will just look at it, and because you did not tell them to do anything, they will not do anything. They will just look at it and pass, because that is what you portray to them. It's just like giggle, garbage in, garbage out. But if in your post or your video you ask them to take a specific action, like join this group, tap on this link, comment 111, comment 222, comment leverage, hit me in my DM. If you ask them to take those action, they will know that, okay, you are actually talking to me, let me take that action. Okay, but if they did not take it, you can also go a step further. You can also go a step further by reaching out to them, because perhaps they are skeptical about you. Yes, maybe they're just seeing you for the first time. They just loved what you posted and they just dropped their digital footprint. So you are supposed to go after them to ask them some questions, to broker a conversation with them. And that's why we're having this class tonight. So how do you start that conversation? Most network marketers start the conversation by, which of the products are you buying? Are you joining my company? That is very, very wrong. That is not the right way to start a conversation. You're supposed to start a conversation by looking for something both of you share in common. Something both of you share in common. You can start from the post you just made. You can start from the post where both of you are connected. Maybe you wrote something about leverage system. You can now ask them, are they having any leverage system? Are they working in any leverage system? They will tell you maybe yes or a no. Or even leave that one. You can first of all go through their profile to find out who they are, what they represent. Do they have a well optimized profile? What do they represent on their profile picture? Like their tag, what did they say they are doing? Like me, you will see I help working professionals do XYZ. So you're looking for serious people, not just anybody that come to the internet to catch cruise, because some people came for different reasons. So you're looking for business builders. So you have to check them out on their profile. Some of them you see them with a well designed profile. Their bio is intact, their about page is intact, their pin post speaks what they do. Then when you go to their profile, you see a lot of educative content. These are the kind of people you're looking for, people that are open-minded, people that knows what they are doing in the internet, business builders, not just someone that you will go to his or her page, you're only seeing church program, or you see skits. That type of person is those people that go and watch Sabinus just to catch fun, laugh, and then go out of social media. But when you come to my profile, you will learn a lot of things. If you are a 9 to 5 worker, you see where I address the myths about salary. You see where I address the 3 things that are keeping 9 to 5 workers stopped. You start reading, you start learning that, oh, it's true, this is what is keeping me. I was thinking I'm going to be getting a lot of capital before I can start up a business. You see, so my posts are educative, so you would like to connect with me. So when you see such kind of person, you have to reach out. But like, oh, I saw the post you made, or I saw the comment you dropped on my post. I saw the comment you dropped on my post. That was very intelligent of you, or that was a very nice angle of what I am posting about. Okay, so you also tell them that you really want to know them beyond this Facebook, that nice connecting with them. Another thing you should do is to look for where both of you share similar things. Maybe you look at the person's profile and you saw that the person is in your locality. Maybe the person is in Port Harcourt, just like me, and you're like, oh, from your profile I can see that you live in Port Harcourt. The person will say yes. Say, oh, really? Where in Port Harcourt? Maybe you are in the east and he's at the west. No wahala. Oh, say, oh, we're the same Port Harcourt. What are you trying to do? You're trying to create familiarity so that you people have a level playing ground to communicate. Or maybe you went through the person's profile and you see that the person schooled in so university, maybe McDonald University. Say, wow, I can see from your profile that you attended McDonald University. That's also my university. Say, oh, really? What department? The person will say his department. Say, oh, my this department. You can say, ah, that's our rector that time. As at the time of my education, my rector was S1 co. He will not say, oh, that was my set too. What are you people doing? You people are trying to connect. You people are trying to build connection so that you can now have a level ground to introduce your business to see if it's viable, right? Good. Then the next thing you should do is keep the conversation going. Keep the conversation going. How? By asking questions. Did you hear me? If you can hear me, type question. By asking question. That's how you keep the conversation going. Don't just, when they say, you say, okay. No. Keep asking question. If you don't know how to ask question, please go and learn it. Ask the who, where, when, how. Those type of questions that will trigger the person to start talking. So that when the person start talking, you're going to know where the person's problem is. You are the doctor trying to diagnose this person to know if he or she needs your opportunity. Thank you very much, Wogu. So your goal of asking that question is to know if he or she needs your opportunity, because you are not recruiting anybody. For those that are in the January and the February batch, I taught you how to get serious clients alone. Yes, you don't need everybody, you don't need your village people. You only need maybe two or three or six business minded people who understand what they are doing, and they will push your business to the next level. So in order to get them, you have to filter a lot of people out of your list. Okay, and one of the ways is by asking them questions. Ask them what they think about maybe leverage income. What about their job? Do they have a job? Me in particular, if I ask you that question stylishly and you told me you don't have a job, you are not my prospect, I will discontinue chatting you. I will just say, oh, okay, no. Before you know, I'll just log off the chat and move to somebody else. Because if you don't have anything doing, you will not be able to even afford the registration fee I'm going to mention to join my company. So no need of wasting my time. Let me move to the next person. That's why I scrutinize people's profile and make sure that this person at least have something doing already, that they can afford at least 50,000 to join my business, so that I look for only quality people. But the mistake we make, we just go talking to everybody, following everybody. No, every day, in fact, you're supposed to be unfollowing people, unfollowing unserious people, and be following serious people. So like I shared with us the last time, there are some activities that we should be doing. Prospecting, these are daily activities. Whether you are a leader or not, you're supposed to be doing it to grow your business personally and to keep the business going. Because when your leaders see you, when your followers see you doing these things, they will keep on the momentum and they will continue doing it in your business. So like me, every day I prospect. Every day I prospect. I follow up. I send out posts on my Facebook. I send out posts on my WhatsApp groups. I send that profile. I update my status on WhatsApp. I update my story on Facebook. Every day is a daily task. I try to talk to at least two people about my business aside other things I'm doing. It's a ritual. Is a ritual, and so it is also in my team. Everybody does that ritual because that is the only income generating activity that gives your business life. Otherwise it will die naturally. Okay, so I shared a case study of excuse me, mommy called Sorry to check that stuff. Okay, sorry. So I shared a screenshot of one of my transactions today. Well, let's say transaction conversation today. I said I'm going to use it as a case study. Okay, where I followed up a stranger. The person commented on my post. The post was so thought provoking that he commented on it, and then I followed him to the DM. I was, thank you so much for commenting on my post. Please, which part of the post spoke to you? He now said the idea of passive income, building a passive income aside it. And I said, oh, are you working? He said, yes. He works in a bank. I said, which bank? He said, Access Bank. I said, oh, really? That was actually the bank where I was before. I said, oh, it's okay. Which branch? He mentioned. I said, that's beautiful. I now asked him, do you have anything that gives you money apart from the salary? Because I really understand how